Alright, so as most of you may know, June is Pride Month, so I wanted to go ahead and get a rainbow look, Pride themed look done for you guys and on my channel. I'm actually going to Houston Pride this weekend and I'm really excited because I've never been, so I don't really know what to expect but to see rainbow everywhere. But anyways, if you want to learn on how to recreate this look that I did for you guys, then go ahead and keep on watching. Alrighty, so first I'm going to start off with my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and I'm just going to take that all over my face. Then next I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Foundation, and I just put 2 pumps of that onto the back of my hand, and then I start applying it to my face. And I just kind of scatter it out everywhere. Then I'm going to go in with my Morphe Y7 and just dab that into my face. Well, I'm going to start like beginning by dabbing it, but then I'm going to go in and blend it out. You'll see what I mean. And this foundation, I love it because I love how full coverage it is. The only thing I don't like is, I like that it's dewy, but I don't like how long it takes to set, if you get what I mean. I don't know, I feel like it just looks really wet for a long time. Like right now it doesn't look as bad, but sometimes it just looks super wet and I'm just like waiting for it to dry. And then next I'm going to be taking my Tarte Shape Tape, and I take this one under my eyes, but I'm just taking a little bit because this one is not really my color right now. This one is light neutral. It's not my color. So I'm just gonna take a little bit, and it blends out so easily. So with this concealer, you really do not need a lot of product like at all. But yeah, you have to work with this concealer in sections because it dries so fast that if I was to try to do both, put the concealer on both eyes, it'd probably be dried on this side before I even finish blending out on this side. But yeah, as you can see, a little bit of product goes a long way, and you can also see that it's way too light for me. But that's okay, we'll make it work, we'll make it work. Then I'm going to take my RCMA powder with a Y11, and I'm going to take that under my eye. So I kind of just dip it in there and then I dump it out, because I don't want too much of this because it is literally a white powder. So I don't want it to show too much, but yeah. Anyways, I always have to go back right before I do it with my beauty blender because my eyes crease so fast. But yeah, I'm just going to set my under eye area with that. I'm making a mess over here. And then on the top of my eye, I go in with my Laura Mercier. I'm gonna say Laura Mercier translucent powder. And again, I have to go back and blend it out one time because it dries so fast. So I'm gonna go back and blend that out, and then set my eyelid with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Then next I'm going to take my Laura Mercier translucent powder all over the face, and I'm just going to take this with the puff. What this does is going to make sure that my makeup stays and lasts all day or all night, wherever you're going. I'm going to Houston Pride this weekend, so I'm definitely going to want to make sure that my makeup stays on because I'm going to be outside in the Houston heat. And if you're from Houston, then you definitely know what Houston heat is like. So I'm gonna just powder my whole entire face to make sure that my makeup stays on because I don't want this melting off. So I'm just gonna do this to my whole entire face. And I just normally let this sit and bake for a good like 5 minutes, just because the heat that our body gives off, that's why it's called baking, because it helps just melt everything together. You know what I'm saying? I think you get what I'm saying. And then after I've let that sit and bake for a little while, I'm just gonna go in and wipe off what I had underneath my eyes. And then I'm just gonna go and pack in all of that powder that I already had on my face. Dusting off any excess, if any. But once it bakes in, I mean, it shouldn't be totally excess if you're packing it in. Then I'm gonna go in and bronze my face, and I'm actually taking this LA Girl Pro Face Powder. It's a face powder that's supposed to match your skin, but I just went ahead and got a darker one to see if I liked it to bronze, and I really, really do like it for bronzing. Then I'm just going to go in with that same powder and a Morphe M524 and snatch the nose really quick. I don't know, I guess I just feel like if you contour your cheeks and like your temple area, I feel like you just kind of have to go and contour your nose, because if not, it's just not going to look even. You know what I mean? I contour my nose, period, because I don't like my nose. So yeah. Then I'm just gonna go in with a Y12 brush and clean up that contour. Even though I didn't really do a harsh or sharp contour. I didn't really do a sharp or harsh contour, it's more of a bronze. I'm still gonna go in and clean it up anyways, and the same goes for the nose. I'm just gonna go in with Luminoso on the cheeks for blush. I don't want too much of a dramatic blush, but I feel like this is a great blush and drugstore as well. That has enough pigmentation, enough color, but it's not too dramatic. Then I'm gonna be taking Precious Petals from Wet n Wild and going in with the Morphe M501, which is my favorite highlighting brush at the moment, if y'all couldn't already tell. And I'm just gonna be taking that and highlighting everywhere, just everywhere. But everywhere that you would highlight, I'm gonna take that. So on my cheeks, the highest points of my cheeks, the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, my temple area, forehead area, whatever. A little bit on my chin, on my lips. And I'm not trying to drag too much product, because I am gonna go back with another highlighter after my Fix Plus. But I just want to have something on the cheeks already. But if you totally wanted to, you could definitely leave this highlight alone. I definitely think it's strong enough on its own, but I mean, I'm just extra, and I'm gonna go for that extra pop of highlight, because y'all already know me, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna let the cleanup for my contour bake for a second, dust it all off, and then spritz my whole entire face with MAC Fix Plus. That way it can just melt everything together. So as you can see, the MAC Fix Plus definitely helped enhance that highlight a little bit more, but I'm still gonna go in with a little bit of Champagne Pop, just because I love the color payoff of Champagne Pop, because it's not necessarily gold. It's got a little bit of pinky undertones into it, I feel like anyways. So I feel like it looks a little bit more natural. Also, while giving a huge pop of highlight. So, yeah. Wow. A highlight, would you look at that? That is a highlight. I'm shook. Always shook. I'm sorry you guys, but can we just take a moment to appreciate this highlight? Like, it literally just looks like wet glass. I'm so shook. So for this look today, I'm going to be taking the Morphe 35B palette, and this is just a super duper colorful palette. I feel like it has literally every color that I'm going to need. I mean, obviously, because it's like all the colors of the rainbow, but I feel like this palette might just get the job done. So let's just go ahead and jump on into the eyes. Alrighty, so for this look, I think I'm going to go for a cut crease, and I think what I'm going to do is first carve out the crease and then go back and blend in all the colors for it. So first I'm going to be taking this red shade right here to start in at the beginning. I'm just taking the red shade from the palette and I'm just going to start it in the corner. And it's literally probably just as far as I'm going to take that color. Then I'm going to go in with this orange shade from the palette, and I'm going to do the same thing, same brush, right next to it. Then I'm going to go in with this yellow shade here, and you can probably already guess what I'm going to do. Take that and add that in the next color right here. And I'm just going to try to focus that one exactly in the middle, and then I'll later try to blend it out with my other colors, but that one's going to be focused right there in the middle. Then I'm going to go in with this green shade right here from the palette to take that one right next to the yellow color. And the amount of color that I'm adding each time when I add a new one is probably just about, honestly, the width of this brush. So I'm just going to take that and pack that on right there. And I am going for a cut crease. So I'm going to slowly start to flick it up whenever I add the blue, and the purple will be the edge of it. So then I'm just going to be taking the blue on this side of the palette, and then I'm going to flick this one up. And this one you got to be really careful. I could probably honestly go in with a smaller brush, but I'm just going to use this one. Last but not least, I'm going to go in with this purple shade right here. Since that one is on the very end and I want to make sure that that color is sharp, I'm actually just going to go in with a small pointy brush. And as you can see, now I have the whole color, all the colors of the rainbow, and I'm just going to go back in and blend up all the colors that I have there. And I'm just taking this e.l.f. shadow brush for the red color at the beginning, and I'm also going to take that one for the orange. I'm just going to kind of pack it on and then blend it into the red. And then I'm going to go in with the brush from Anastasia for the yellow, just because I don't want to darken this yellow any more than it already is. I don't want it to be on the orange side, so that's why I'm just going to take it with a clean brush. And I'm just going to focus on having that color where I'm going to create the cut crease and then try to flick it up to blend it out and up. And as you can already maybe tell, every time I go in with the next color, I'm slowly dragging it onto the previous color just so I can make sure that it's all blended out. Next with the blue. And lastly, the purple, which there isn't going to be much of. Now I've got all the colors on the lid, and I'm just going to go and work on blending them all out. Then I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm going to just put that on the back of my hand here so I can begin to cut my crease. And once I've got the crease cut, I'm going to be taking Nectar from the Peaches Too Faced Peach palette. So I'm going to be taking Nectar and setting that all over my lid. Everywhere that I have concealer from the cut crease, basically. Alrighty, so I went ahead and just did the same steps that I did to the top, to the lower lash line, and as you can see, I kind of smoked out the purple underneath the wing, just for a little bit more of a dramatic effect, because I feel like it didn't look right just sitting in the corner. So I went ahead and smoked it out. And next I'm just going to be taking Artemis from the Manny MUA palette, and I'm just going to be putting that into my inner corner just for a touch of highlight. Just because I don't like the way that the red looks just sitting there throughout the whole inner corner. So I'm just going to add a pop of highlight there. And next I'm going to be taking this gold glitter liner, and I'm basically just going to be taking this where exactly I cut my crease, just to add a little pop of glitter, just because I like the way that the look looks as is, but you know, I just want to add a little something into it for a little bit more of a little pop. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And that glitter eyeliner does take a little bit to dry, so I'm just going to start kind of fanning it out. Then I'm going to apply some mascara and some lashes off camera, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so that is the finished eye look. These lashes are Platinum Princess from Vegas Nay, and I have been absolutely obsessed with these lashes lately. The only thing is I let them sit in the dashboard of my car, and it was like 90 degrees outside, so I'm pretty sure like they melted down and they're not curled anymore. So I tried to curl them, but I didn't want to pull them off. So word of advice, don't let your lashes sit in the dashboard of your car, because I'm pretty sure that's what messed these up. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go in with and finish the look with my lip, and I'm just gonna be taking Undressed, which is a lip gloss from Anastasia. So I'm gonna take that and complete the look. Alright you guys, and this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and before you leave, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, if you would like to see more tutorials from me. So thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time guys. Bye y'all.